Hey guys, how is everybody? Happy Pink Friday. Let me know if you can hear me okay, because we're using StreamYard tonight since Carlene's going to be joining us. So, how is everybody? I missed you guys, and I hope everybody had a good week. I know things were kind of crazy just because there's so much going on as we're entering into the Mercury retrograde next week. So, can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Bolt. Hi, Sierra. Hi, Ronette. Hey, Antoine. I hope everybody had a good week. Hey, BJ. I know. Happy Gemini season. Hey, Donna. Hey, Manaya Barbie. Hi, Tessa. How are you? So, oh my God, it's like, I don't know if there's going to be a thunderstorm outside or what's going on. It's all cloudy and overcast all of a sudden. So, everybody let me know if you can hear okay, since StreamYard was having some issues with sound a while back. I don't want to, I get all paranoid, especially since, you know, it is Mercury retrograde. Hi, David. Hi, Rosalie. Welcome, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like, and if you did not already, that you have subscribed to the channel. Okay, good, because there was some issues with StreamYard a couple weeks ago, and this Mercury retrograde has been coming in crazy in the pre-shadow period, so I'm just like extra paranoid about tech stuff not working right now. So, and then Carlene's going to be joining us as soon as the kiddos are settled in. Hey, Victoria. Oh my God, I'm excited too, David. Oh, that's so cool, Sierra. You know what's so crazy is that my kid has been like binge watching Steven Universe. You know, we limit his TV time, but when he does get it, like that's all he wants to watch the entire time. So, and I think he was watching the episode that she was on last night, or it was the night before, I can't remember. Hey, Gabrielle, how are you, babe? So, oh, you couldn't hear? Hey, Latoya, how are you? I forgot to get my cards out just in case. I'm good, thank you. Hey, Kai. Oh my God, you guys, I just had such a freaking brain fart. I forgot to send somebody that was supposed to join the show tonight the link. Oh, thank you, David. Hey, Coffee Cowboy. Let me see if I can email it to her, if I can pull it up on my computer. Because there was another psychic that was supposed to join tonight, and I just got so thrown off by everything because my AC went out, and so I had people in and out of my house all week, and I was having to go run around and try to get everything situated and deal with all of that I just like completely freaking forgot. And I feel so bad now. Oh, thank you guys. I cut it, so I don't know what it is. Every time that Mercury's in retrograde in an air sign, like right before that, I always end up cutting my hair. Seeing Green might go top 5, top 10 next week. Ooh. Well, let's just Jerlon address that. You guys, hey Revelation. And if you hey Cookie Toronto Nika, if you guys didn't, don't listen to Station Head. We've been talking about this over there, or if you guys missed last week's show, but there's, all of the people that are talking about her name and the people who are being messy and people who are tweeting and deleting things. Basically, they realize, like, oh, we can't pull the hate train stuff anymore, or, we can't outwardly say certain things. So instead, what they're doing is, just trying to trend off of her, because what is everybody talking about right now? Nicki Minaj. So if you tweet some vague crap that somebody might assume means that you're taking a dig at her, or if you stop following certain people, or whatever, then what happens? Everybody's going to start paying attention to you, so then you're trending too. So that's why I've been telling people, don't fall for that, because they're going to do everything that they can to try to distract the barbs so that you guys stop streaming Seeing Green and Crocodile Teeth and all the Beam Me Up Scotty singles and supporting everything that she has coming out this next era, and go, start paying attention to whatever it is that they're doing instead, or go start fighting with fans, or whatever. So you just got to be really diligent about not falling for the okie doke and not getting, caught up in all of that. Don't fight with them, completely ignore them. I, told everybody, start doing the same thing that we did with Nutter Butter that ended up getting LLC charted, make a bar business list and start going and tweeting at every big business, even places like Home Depot, and be like, what's your favorite song off Pink Friday? Does McDonald's, what's your favorite Nicki line or whatever, because they're going to want to go get all the attention that Nutter Butter and that Crocs were getting, so they're going to play along. And then what happens? Nicki's automatically trending over Bird Gang or Horseshoe or whoever else is trying to, ride off the wave of what she's got going on. And that's the other thing too, guys. People who don't like Meghan Markle are calling her Harry's first wife online so that her name isn't trending on Twitter or Instagram or anywhere else. So that's why I always tell you guys, like, I don't say her name. I say cardboard box. I don't type it anywhere. Start calling her Offset's wife. Like, don't say her name. If you do say anything about her online, make her invisible. The people that we know are against her and are trying to start crap with her, they just need to be completely ignored, because all they're doing is doing it for attention for themselves anyways. Whereas, if we're just completely ignoring them and it's not working, then they're going to have to go find something else, like actually writing a rap. Yes. Oh my God, Bull. He was so cute. I loved when and thank you, Carly's Angels. And hey Isis. Hey One True King. Hey Jador Couture. Oh, you guys, I didn't dye my hair. This is the same hair color that it was last month. It just, we have really hard water here, so even if I dye my hair like almost black, by the time it's been a month, it'll be this color, because it just is really hard to hold on to dye. But yes, when she put him in the little Burberry snowsuit on the plane and she picked him up and he was like this Like, it's so cute. Hey, green tea. So cute. Hey, Ola. How are you? Yay! I'm so happy that you could make it. We are. We're talking about the little behind the scenes um video that Nicki dropped, for Seeing Green, where we got to see the little clips of Papa Bear in there. He is so freaking cute. Hi, Kai. He does. That's why I was gonna say, like, when he was in the little Burberry snowsuit, like, he literally did look like a little, like, teddy bear, especially because he was all strapped in and couldn't move. Hey, Venus. Welcome, babe. Oh, I'm so happy that you love it. Hey, Kai. How are you? I know. I was gonna say, and then in his little white tuxedo, like, I was just like, oh my god, my ovaries could not take that. It was just too stinking cute. And plus, what's funny too is, since like Kenny was holding him in that picture and he was next to both of them, like, you could tell he's just such a perfect mixture of Nicki and Kenny. And me and Carlene were like talking about how, like, what a good mix their genes are. Carlene said she definitely sees more babies too. See, I told you guys that she'd be fussing at him about the baby. He's like sitting there like, I already had kids. I know what I'm doing. Hey, Superheads. And she's all fussing at him all the time. Like, I could so see that too. It's so cute. Gabby, I was dying laughing at all the comments online where people were like, oh, damn, Kenny does look good. Like, I see why Nicki likes him, like, everybody was like starting to sweat Kenny in the comments. It was funny. I know, Jerwan, that's what's so cute. Hey, Nicki Minaj. You know what? Nicki either prophesized or talked about a lot of stuff that ended up being very true, or she spoke a lot of things in her life into existence. But you know what? When you think about it, Kanye did the same thing too, including the baby mama that tries to keep the daughter away from you from his All of the Lights verses. I was like, maybe Kanye will be a little more careful about the stuff he puts into his songs from now on. I always thought Kenny was cute. Like, I wasn't like, oh my god, Kenny's Jason Momoa, hi, like, but I was always like, all right, I see you. That's what I mean, you guys, like, just how freaking cute is it too that Barbie's literal husband is named Kenny. Barbie got her Ken. Like, that was just like what trips me out so much. And then she got her little chunky fat baby that she told Ellen she wanted. What's my top 3 on Beam Me Up, Scotty? Oh my god. That literally changes every day. Just like when people ask me, like, what's my favorite song by her ever? I'm like, oh my god, I can't pick. But what I've been listening to the absolute most this last, I would say, couple days would be Crocodile Teeth, Seeing Green, and Chirac. I know, it did, Gabby. Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Hey, none of your business. Oh, yeah, what is your guys' favorite tracks on Beam Me Up, Scotty? And if you do have a favorite ever Nicki song, what is it? But you know what, J'adore Couture, when you really think about it, because Kenny and Nicki are soulmates, I think that, maybe a lot of the Barbie stuff she found an interest in because her soul was pulling her towards that because, you know, she was supposed to end up with that Ken, and what would get your attention with that, Who is the most iconic Ken? I know, me too, J'adore Couture, because that's always like been one of my favorite songs by her. It just gets me like so hyped up, especially like if I feel like I don't know, like I'm just kind of down today or something, and then I just hear that beat, and then like especially like G Herbo's part when he comes on and he's like talking about like ready to go commit homicide and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, let's go do some gangbang and shit right now, mother effers. Like we got it, we can do this. So YouTube commenter, I don't, and we don't talk about other YouTubers or psychics on this channel because it just starts drama. Tell the DJ is a good one too. Oh, yeah, dear old Nicki always makes me kind of sad. But that's why I always tell you guys, um, too, that I love like the artists like Kanye, like Nicki, that they switch up. It's not just ass, twerk, 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 same flow all the time. Like, they'll get you hype as shit to go, like, beat a bitch up. They'll get you all kinds of motivated to get out there and, like, start a business and be successful. They'll, like, help you through your breakup. You're fighting with your mama, Kanye's got songs about his mama. Like, I love like when an artist, you can literally just go through and they have songs like that on every freaking album too, right? Like it's not even like you're like, oh, I have to go back 3 albums back. Like anything, any mood you're in, anything you're going through, you can find a song for that on any of Nicki's albums. So and there's not a lot of artists that could do that. And that's why I always tell you guys, when I look at who's out there right now, there's nobody that could even, there's nobody that's going to be able to take her spot. There's nobody that's going to be able to replace her. There's nobody out that right now that we know of that is going to, even if they go to every artist boot camp and try their hardest, that's going to be able to be as big of a star as her. Because nobody else has the stage presence, the voice, the talent, the flows, the versatility, the performances, like all of that. Because Nicki's a whole package. So, One True King, we just said we don't talk about other psychics or YouTubers or content creators on here because then people think we're talking bad about them and we're not playing that game. Oh my God. Ganja Burn. I just, especially after I did those past lives on her, and the whole like spiritual war and stuff, that because I use Nicki as my example for the spiritual war that we're going through. Every time I hear Ganja Burns and understand like how much like she's talking about what I saw when I was doing that reading, like I just get, and then especially if I watch the video too, oh my God, but I literally get like chills down my spine now every time I listen to that song, and it just hits me so hard. See, Sierra, it's same thing with Lil Wayne, same thing with Kanye, Jay-Z, Beyonce, that's J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. I think that that's what makes somebody a very versatile and great artist, is them being able to be that, you can just only listen to Jay and get through every moment in your life, or only listen to Nicki and she's got your back with everything. If you have to be like, well, I got to listen to this person for when I'm hype, and then that person for when I'm sad, and then this over here, you don't keep your fans locked in on you the way that you would want them to as an artist. So I Rise, that's a great one too. Bad for You, it sounds familiar. Oh, they were really good. Hey Max, how are you? I'm so glad that you're able to be here. It's on, Jerlon, it's on my spiritual deep dive series. You have to watch the whole thing because it's in different parts. Because it's a whole thing. Yes, Here I Am is good too. I know that video really was so powerful. Run and Hide is good too. So, but see, I don't think that she's not cohesive. Just because, you know, um, just because she doesn't keep the same flow on every single song, and every single song on the album doesn't sound exactly alike, does not mean that somebody is not cohesive, because she pretty much tells like a whole story throughout the album, and the way that the songs are all set up on it. Moment for Life is so good too. No, I didn't get a chance to listen to that yet, Robert, but I saw people were what do you call, like talking about him like using Nicki's name. So you don't agree with what, Jerlon? You know what though, YouTube commenter, like this is what I was saying yesterday morning on Station Head. A lot of these people who, and I've said this also many times about like like the Grammy boards and things like that too, right? It's like, and I feel the same way about people like academics and Adam 22 also. Like, who the hell made you the expert on music that you get to have an opinion on stuff, and that we're all supposed to take it as the word of God and agree with you, and then avoid or trash somebody's music because you said it wasn't good? Like, the one thing that I say when it comes to all of this is that, at least with Joe Budden, he's been on the other side of it. He's been in the booth, he's been on tour, he's released songs, he's seen what fans say and how you get treated and whatnot. So at least when You know, same thing with Remy Ma. Like, we may not agree with everything that they say, Kaya too, but at least they're speaking from having had experience in this industry and knowing, because they've written their own music, recorded and performed their own stuff, what actually like constitutes, you know, a good song or whatever. Why, like, with especially with the Grammy board stuff, you're gonna tell me that all them old white guys are actually listening to rap music then to know the difference between good or bad rap? Like, that's like me deciding what would be good or bad country music. I do not listen to country music at all, ever. Ever. So it all sounds bad to me, in my opinion, because I just don't like it. So if somebody was like, hey, Bella, you're going to pick out who's getting the next CMA Awards, everybody would probably hate every decision that I made, because I would not know what the heck I am doing, because I don't listen to that kind of music to be able to make good judgments off of it, nor do I perform it and know what it really takes to make a good country song in the first place. So, you know, it's like, that's the thing that just drives me crazy with this stuff, because I'm like, excuse me, old Robert Billy Bob Senior the Fifth, like, who the hell said you're the expert on rap music? So, you know, Omar, he has a song with Cardboard. I didn't know that. No, what, Savage Gamer Boy? Hey, Terry. I didn't even know that. That shows you I never pay attention to either one of their music. Well, and that's the thing too, you guys. If Nicki decides that she's gonna forgive Sunny and allow them back into her life, you know, because like we don't always know what the whole story is too, like if people fell out or whatever. So if she decides to make up with somebody, then we have to accept it too. You know, we can't tell everybody what to do and just expect that everybody has to hate everybody for life. No, what about the Grammy, Savage? Oh, damn, Omar, I didn't know he did that. Yeah, that's not okay. But I didn't know it was that crazy. I thought he was just like reposting like stupid memes, but I didn't know that he was going that far and being that negative. So I just think it's weird that he came in claiming to be Lil Nas X, because it's like everybody knows Nas. Like, I don't know. That was just like such a copycat kind of thing. Like, that would be like if I suddenly decided to be a rapper and I'm like, I'm Wheezy the second. Like, everybody, or I'm Lil Wayne Jr., everybody be like, what the hell? I'm Lil Wayne B, like, or I'm Lil Wheezy B or something. Like, everybody be like, stop trying to copy Lil Wayne. What the hell are you doing? Yeah, I'm saying, what do you disagree with about that, though? She looks so good, doesn't she, Gabby? For the longest time, she wasn't posting anything. And now she's been feeding us with such great pictures. And I'm like, every day, I'm like, oh my God, which one am I actually going to use as the thumbnail, though? Because now she posts another good one. So, no, Robert, I can't say what she's doing over here, but we've talked about what's really going on Station Head. So we'll talk about it some more tomorrow afternoon if you guys want to make it to that show. And that's the thing, guys, just completely ignore stuff. And also, don't lie to me and say that you are ignoring everything. And then 5 minutes later, I'm on the neighborhood talk and I see you fighting with a bunch of bird gang person in here. So, but, we just got to tune out all of the hate and negativity and focus on the good. Well, first of all, don't lie to a psychic anyways, ever. So, well, come to Station Head tomorrow. It's literally, I can't talk about it on YouTube, guys. Not if we want to still have a channel where we can do this. Because there are certain things that we just cannot talk about on YouTube, that they'll have a fit over. So that's why we say it on Station Head where you can curse and do whatever you want. Oh, you're so welcome, Robert. And I tell you guys all the time, the Barbs, you guys are really, 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 really the best fan base that there is. And you guys have done nothing but been amazing and supportive. And so, of course, I'm going to show you appreciation back. Omar, we're not taking questions yet, babe, so hold on to that. Because I got to explain the rules for, no, it's not. So I was just going to say, I have to explain the rules first for everybody that's new in here. So, sorry, I can, IIDGAFFF, because I don't want to say all those words out loud because sometimes YouTube's picky with certain things. They're not calling her a horse as in trying to be mean towards her. She's somebody else, but some of her fans, if they see her name being said or typed out anywhere, will come in and start trying to start crap over here. So that's why certain people have nicknames where it's just so that way they're easily identifiable. And so, but we're not actually saying their name to where their fans are going to come in and start, fighting with the Barbs. Because there's some fan bases that whether the Barbs like their fave or not, they just want to come and start shit with Barbs just because it's like, oh, you guys are Barbs, time to fight. And it's like, wait, I actually like that person, but they don't care. So that's why they're doing it. It has nothing to do with trying to disrespect her and being, mean towards her looks or anything like that, because I say all the time, the girl has an amazing body and I think she's absolutely gorgeous. But it's because a stallion is literally a horse, and that's part of her name, and that's why they call her horse, so that people know who they're talking about. But we're not summoning any of the fans to get mad. So, Mustang Sally. Well, because sometimes like you'll see like the biggest like cardboard box fan pages just show up. And it's like, we didn't even say your leader's name anywhere on here. They just see Nicki and they're like, oh, time to go fight. Exactly, one true king. So, hey, Barbie's enemy. So that's why we just don't say certain names out loud. It's like, what's that thing where the Candyman or Bloody Mary, when you like go say it in the dark in the mirror, and you summon like the murderer or whatever it is. So like we're like, we don't say that name around here. We don't want to summon. We don't want to summon any demons. Oh, yay! What merch did you order, babe? Yes, all 1,000 of them are occult, Gabby. So, um, you still don't say it. That's so funny. You know what? I'm just gonna say, you guys. So this is this thing that's a little bit suspicious to me, and we'll get to questions in a second. Don't worry. But I just want to point this out. Okay. Ooh, that sounds so cute, Barbie's enemy. I'm sorry. I meant, did you get Pink Friday merchandise, Anaconda merchandise, or the Beat Me Up Scotty stuff? But what I was going to say is like every day, obviously, because my Apple Music is linked to my station head so that I can stream on there. And every day, like when I go to like add my playlist for the show in the morning, it always says like what's the most streamed or added from what do you call, like Apple, and then what's like the most like downloaded or streamed on Station Head. When you look on there, everything is literally like Beam Me Up Scotty, a bunch of songs from Queen, a couple, and then, like the J. Cole ones. There's nowhere on there whatsoever that like anything from Cardboard Box is being downloaded or popular or most streamed or most added or anything like that, whether it's on the Apple side of things or on the, station head side of things. But then when you look at like what's suggested to you, it keeps getting shoved in your face, obviously. But I was just like, wow, I don't even see this thing charting anywhere. No, I didn't, Omar. I've been dealing with, like, as soon as it dropped, my air conditioner broke, and I've spent all week with what do you call people coming in and out, repair people. So I haven't even gotten a chance to go on her site and go look at the merchandise, but I'll go look after this. And plus I have like the worst hay fever on top of it too. It's been so windy here, and I just keep being like, oh my God, stop. Kayla, I already said that we're not taking questions yet, so just hold your questions, please. Well, this is the thing that I want to point out with that, okay? So how come it is, that whenever Nicki hops on somebody's song, it goes from being here on the charts to all the way up here, and then all of a sudden everybody likes the song, right? But when Cardboard Box drops on people's songs, they just immediately get forgotten and they never chart. So why is it that all of her songs Any song that's just her is always number one. But yet, if she's on a song with anybody else, it never goes anywhere. Is that because, Atlantic isn't going to use Payola when it's DJ Khaled's song and it's not going to count for their sales because it didn't come from Cardboard Box? Because it just doesn't make any sense otherwise. But I would say, do you guys see, hello, it's so freaking obvious. Because if you're that much of such a great artist that all of your songs go number one, then if you hop on a song with somebody like French Montana or DJ Khaled, who they're decent, they have fans, people listen to their music, it's not like they're nobodies, but their shit doesn't go anywhere when you're on it, what does that tell you? The people really genuinely do not listen to her music, nor do they actually care. And look at the fact that Nicki goes and does a charity feature for somebody, and we, as Barbs, go get them to a number one, and here's this person that nobody heard about getting a number one right out of the gate because we're supporting because Nicki's on it. But how come Cardboard Box's Bird Gang fans never do that for anything that she's doing? So, see Revelation? No, what happened with Billboard, you guys? Because everybody has been saying stuff about Billboard, but I couldn't find anywhere where there was anything that said anything. I couldn't find any story about what was going on with Billboard. See, Dance Dream? That's why I'm saying, because all of these features that she's been doing, they're not oh my God, she's just doing it with some kid off of SoundCloud. She's on songs with French Montana and Post Malone and DJ Khaled and Blackpink, Meg Thee Stallion. You're with all these other people, so why are these songs not going anywhere? Oh, Derlon, yes, and her makeup line that she's supposedly coming out with is called Bird Gang Beauty Supply. So, well, exactly, Lindy, because she doesn't have real fans. Oh, yes, we confirmed what you're saying is true, Terry. But this is the thing, True King, they're not actually former Barbs because they still pay attention to every damn thing that Nicki does, right? So you're not really a former Barb if you're still paying attention. I mean, there's certain people that I'm no longer fans of, and I can't tell you ish that they're doing because I don't pay any attention to them. So, well, Victoria didn't Scooter Braun call out Billboard and talk about them and their payola stuff too? So, I know, Lucky. I always thought too, oh, thank you, Barbie's enemy. It's been such a weird day, because it's hot and cold and windy and overcast that I'm just oh my God, I keep getting hot and cold all day. Yeah, Victoria, I definitely agree. And I just, I said this, if she's gonna do collabs this era, or features or whatever, I really hope that it's just the people who are on her level too. Like people like a J. Cole, a Jay Z, a Kanye, a 50 Cent, Eminem, Foxy Brown, Lauren Hill, like the greats, because she's more than proven herself to prove that she can, stand by them. And she's worked with a lot of them anyways before, but you know what I'm saying? But it's like she doesn't have to go save all these new kids and put her stamp of approval on them and do all these charity features for people who just end up using her anyways. Because it's like, no, like Nicki didn't just have people co-signing her for whatever freaking reason. So she had to earn all of that. Right, True King? Oh my god. Wait. Barbie's enemy? Oh my god, I have no idea. You know what? I would say I loved her verse on Hey Queen, Hey Moni. I loved Nicki's verse on the Sada Baby song just because, when she said that she was 9 months pregnant and then, talking about that she still wanted the play date with Adonis someday. Like, because I don't know, it just felt like, oh, we're getting a sneak peek at like what mommy Nicki is gonna be, and it just felt like it was almost like this, like someday she's gonna look back on that and be like, look at mommy was 9 months pregnant in the studio rapping with you, like I don't know, it was like a sentimental, emotional thing as to why I liked that verse. And plus, it showed too, that despite everything that's happened between her and Drake, it's like they're family. There's still always going to be that love there, regardless of what their relationship looks like in any given moment. They're still both always going to have mad love with each other because they both knew each other, when they were in that, like, oh my God, look, we're about to get signed stage all the way up to now we're being seen as legends. Oh, hey, young Hefe. Yeah, I did like the hair in that video. Right, Domo? I know. That's what's crazy too, because I just think about being that pregnant myself and how hard it was to even like walk across a room. It will, Terry. I think it's just that everybody had to pick, you know, what what are we going to focus on because there was so much to promote. So, you know what, Jerlon? I don't think though that it's going to be a situation that we imagine that to be where it's like, oh, the whole album is going to be about her being a mom. I think it's just that, like the way that, she came into Fraction saying, I did the mother thing, I did the wife thing, like, she'll talk about what's going on in her life and her being a mom, but I don't think the entire album is going to be lullabies and her talking about changing diapers and everything like that. And the thing is, we love her so much, like her real fans, that they want to know that. They want to know, what is mommy Nicki like? How do you feel about being a mom? You know, like, how are you handling that? All of that kind of stuff. So I know that's what was so crazy. I was like, wow, even her and Wendy, like had a moment. So you guys give me 1 second because I took so much allergy medicine that my throat is dry as heck and starting to get swollen, and I need to grab some more water. I will be right back so that way I can be able to get through your guys' questions. So just give me one moment. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm also going to eat a Twizzler because it's been a week. So, Barbie's Enemy, I don't think people remember year by year exactly what their favorite verse was. At least I don't. What's the BTS number, Victoria? Hmm. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry. Every time I see BTS, I think behind the scenes. And then now I'm like, wait, are you guys talking about that Asian group? Or like behind the scenes, like how we just got the behind the scenes scene green? That's why I was like, wait, which one are you talking about? I'm so confused right now. What the heck? When did they drop today? How do we go get all? Is it their Asian fans that do that, or is it just their whole entire fan base? Because I'm like, how do we do that for Nicki? mm. It's already over 100 million. Oh my god. How do we get their fan base to also be Barb's? Because that's what we need. We need that power for this next era, you guys. Oh no, I'm totally serious about this. I'm literally, you guys, you don't even know. I'm sitting here in my head thinking, what spell could I do? Get all these BTS fans to be Barb just in time for NM5. Well, we're not going to take them away from BTS. We just also want them to support Nicki. I don't really know anything about BTS, so that's why I'm just like, how do we do this? Because I don't know any of their songs. I couldn't tell you anybody in their group. I think I just finally listened to one of their songs on Station Head the other day. Well, I just want to know why YouTube takes away all the views from Nicki every time she drops something, but then, well, I know why. The initials are LC. That's true too, Terry. Because there's so much pick-me energy out there that, you know, they think like, oh, we have to go save these men and go focus on trying to help them and then completely ignore women. Well, then we need to do stuff like that, Glenda. And then as Barbs, that's what we need to start doing. Set records like that and say, you know, we want to get this or that amount of views, and then when we achieve it, next time up the ante. So, well, that's why I caught myself having. Well, I mean, for NM5, you know, when there's actual singles and stuff, but we need to start, like, figuring something out, like pick one to practice with at least. I agree, Robert. And you know what? I think LLC was good though, because it was good practice that we could all rally together and really just make something kind of happen out of nothing, right? Mhm. I think it's doing really good. And you're right, because although most songs these days are like 2 minutes. It's like a minute and 58 seconds. And it's like, what happened? Like, I'm so tired of everything being on TikTok time. Hey, Ezra. No, it's okay, babe. So you guys, okay, we will start taking questions in just a moment. So let me tell everybody the rules. I'm sorry, I've got to turn the fan on in my room because I just at least need air moving around in here. So I apologize if you hear any noise, but it gets so hot in here. So before we start, if I've already answered a question before, I'm going to let you know and just get past it, because we want to make sure that we give people a chance to get new questions answered, because, you know, we've done a bazillion of these at this point, plus I did tons of pre-recorded videos on her. Carlene, unfortunately, just texted me that she's not going to be able to make it because her husband is stuck at work, so she's doesn't have anybody to back her up on helping out with the kids tonight, but she will be with us tomorrow afternoon on Station Head. If you want to make sure that your question gets answered, you can always super chat or do a super sticker for it to get priority answer. Everything between the AdSense and the donations does get donated to the Barb Fund for her next era. So, and be respectful. And I'm going to say when I am taking questions, and then I will say, hold your questions so that I have a chance to try to get through some of them, because there's only one me and I got to be able to read all of them and then be able to figure out which ones we're going to answer, okay? So, all right, guys, go ahead and start dropping questions. And if you guys can't be respectful or follow the rules, the mods can time you out. Oh, well, Bolt, make sure that you join us tomorrow. We'll talk about that. Domo, Spirit saying the part that Nicki actually is enjoying the most is reconnecting to her fans. It's not even like other people in the industry finally giving her credit. She just really missed the Barbs, and she's excited to talk to them again. Revelation, the only reason why she didn't in the past was just because of the hate train, or at certain times it might have been more just couldn't find the right song or the right time, you know, where people's schedules matched up. So, and yes, you will. We talked about Tay last week, Robert. So, by who, Bolt? AB, yes, we've talked about that a million times over here too. BJ King, no. If she does, it would only be one little snip on a song, but she actually wants to. She has a lot of new stuff. Actually, she has a lot of new stuff. She's just trying to find figure out like what. I'm trying to think of how to say it. You know, like if you have like 20 songs and you're like, these are great, but if I come up with 3 new songs that I know I really want on the album, then obviously that kind of might change the vibe a little bit. So then it makes you rethink other songs. Spirit keeps saying that she overthinks a lot too, especially with this next album. No idea, Demessa. Dana, we're not talking about Remy Ma. We only ask the stuff about Nicki. We don't ask about how other people feel about her or whatever. I know, I always forget that, Domo, because I'm a Virgo moon too, and then I'm just like, I get it. Not overthinking because you feel like everything has to be perfect. Queen, Kenny don't have a bunch of bad karma. Go back and watch my videos that I did on who Kenny really is. We don't hate on Kenny over here. Kenny's not a bad person. Lindy, no, because unless it's like disses that are like in another song that she was already like, like how she threw out a few, shots in fractions. But no, because this is the thing. Nicki's a real rapper. So if say like I was a, artist and I wrote a diss track to Nicki, Nicki's gonna get in the studio and rip my ass a new one based off of what I said about her in the diss track. She's not gonna have a pre-recorded one because she wants to respond to individual stuff, that they say in it. So hold your questions for a minute, guys. We already talked about that before, Robert. So, Gabby, yes, the visuals for Seeing Green are definitely going to be really big, like really good. Oh, okay. Spare said I can't tell you what they just showed me, but it's going to be good. We're going to like it. They said it's a surprise, though, and Nicki would literally, like, be so mad if she knew that somebody told. I don't feel like, unless Fractions really blows up, you guys, I don't feel it having a music video because I don't feel it being a priority for her right now. It would just be that if it was really, really, like how do you say it? If we really blow Fractions up, then we would get maybe a music video because it would be her way of like thanking us. You guys, I said hold your questions for a minute, okay? RE288, what was your other username, babe? Hold your questions, please, guys, because I'm trying to read through and see. What was your other username, RE288? We're having a Nicki reading right now. We're not talking about me. You know what, Maya? I don't feel like Nicki's even talked to anybody yet about the Juneteenth concert. But I do feel her working on other stuff that's coming out next month. She might, but I just don't see it being set in stone yet. Barbie's Enemy, I feel like her sixth album Not really, because she's much more focused on this one. Like she's not really tripping out about that right now. But she does have some songs like in the vault that she feels like if they don't feel cohesive or like they match the overall vibe of this album, like I won't put them on this album, but I'll add them maybe possibly to, the sixth one. So yeah, Shania, it's gonna keep doing good. We talked about that last week. Okay, guys, you can ask more questions now. Right, well, that would actually be cool though. Domo, I'm sure she will. So, we've already answered that one, a creative goddess. AB, we already answered that one, and it was yes. I think it's just gonna depend on, if a fan who is being nice enough, or that Nicki likes their attitude or energy, asked her to sign their boobs, that she would do it. So, yes, Terry, she's gonna have a bunch of stuff. Um, okay, sorry. I just had to figure out what Spirit was showing me. I feel like Nicki's gonna have some sort of thing that is going to be like, I'm gonna have a special Zoom with certain barbs or some kind of like virtual event, like maybe through her website. But they kept showing me like her in the middle of a screen, like live interacting with barbs, and then like everything on the website being pink and like a chat. Kind of like how YouTube looks, it's just the whole background was pink and her talking and interacting with everybody. So we've answered that a million times, a creative goddess. Yes, Lindy, Candy was. Do you guys notice how everybody's cool with Nicki again, or Nicki's being cool with everybody again too? That's a whole part of the that is a whole part of, the hate train coming to an end and everybody, feeling like that they can actually be, on her side again, especially publicly. Bolt. You know what I just saw? I feel like we might get Nicki if she doesn't like doing hosting and performing at SNL. And I don't know why I kept like getting the vision of Adele and Nicki performing, on there and it being like a funny thing though, like, Nicki doing Roman and then like Adele trying to like sing in her voice, but like maybe possibly do like like Roman or Martha or something like that. I saw them doing like a really funny skit together. Didn't they perform at like some MTV awards together, Shay? So, oh, thank you so much, Alo. I appreciate you too. I'm sorry, guys. I was gonna say we have half an hour because then I have to go because my son's dad comes to get him. I know. And you know what though? I could see them doing something like a really funny skit together too. Or like maybe Adele sings like the lyrics to Good Form, in an opera voice or something. Like I could see them making something really funny together. That's hilarious, Bolt. That Lil Kim went under the flowers. What award shows do we have left for the year, Gabby? Domo, I'm trying to figure out what her and Saucy Santana. Like, why did I say it like that, Santana? But I'm trying to figure out, like, I was trying to think in my head, like, I wonder what, like, that would sound like. Okay. VMA is the one that's in September, right? Because I feel like when it's really close to her album coming out and, like, as we get more towards the end of the year, like that August, September time, that's when we'll see her, like, at awards. Mm, not yet. Barbie's Enemy. Spirit said, yeah, I don't know why I just don't feel her going to Billboard. Billboard screwed her over a lot, right? Because I feel her still being like, I don't want to give them, it's kind of the way she feels about the Grammys. Like, I don't really care about that. But Barbie's Enemy, the way that the Met Gala works is you get invited by the designer or you get matched up with a designer. So it's up to the designer to come up with the idea and the designs of what they want to put you in. And then you decide, yes or no or whatever and work with them. So I don't feel like they've finished putting together ideas for her yet. Hey, Barbie Onika. Yes, we are. Because we have 30 minutes left and then I got to go because baby daddy is going to come get the kid. I need to get reading glasses for this show. Because I feel like I'm always like squinting, trying to make sure that I'm reading everything right. Oh, I'm sorry, Barbie Onika. Shay. Payyola. It's the word of the day. Payola. Oh my God. Remember when Jaclyn Hill wore that dress that said canceled on it for Halloween? And it had like lipstick and shit all over, and everybody was like, that's dope as shit because she just owned it. That would be hilarious if Nicki like decided that she was gonna do some shit like that for the like Met Gala. Oh my God. I know, Shay, me too. Like who, Terry? You guys keep asking me about cease and desist, but I'm asking you guys who supposedly sent them because it's easier to read on if I know who supposedly sent her one. Okay, putting in overtime, right? Listen, Tay, if he does her hair for the Met Gala, we're watching him. Because I'm sorry, but I was not a huge fan of that pink ponytail. I feel like anything like that was already dealt with, you guys. So, listen, if she got any cease and desist, you guys, it had everything to do with Mickey Mouse and nobody else. Because he doesn't want her telling the truth about who he really is. But Jay didn't have anything to do with it or any of that. Domo styling what? Her clothes or her hair? That would be dope as hell if she dressed as Martha for the Met or Roman. Where are you getting that from, Bolt? Right, Jessica? Because that's what he is. I mean, we call him Twitter fingers for so long for a reason. So, this is the thing, Bolt. They already paid her. There's already contracts in place. They can't come back and say, we're not going to pay you as much because you took out something about your boyfriend. So, ooh, Nicki definitely needs to dress up as Jessica Rabbit for Halloween this year. Yes, hello, team. And if Nicki and Taylor do come out with a song, it'll be on Taylor's album, not Nicki's. What is going on? Well, I was just gonna say, like, production deals and things like that don't even work that way. But wait, Gabby, what the hell is going on? No, young Hefe, it'll be here before the end of the year. Because we get mixtape, documentary, lead single, album. Terry, that's what I think it's going to be, though, is her hopping on one of Taylor's remixes or whatever it is that she's doing that. Well, DM me about it, babe, okay? Everybody has a right to go to other people's pages and be in their comments. So, but just DM me if it's that serious. We'll look into it. Well, and you guys, that's the thing too. Please, God, ignore any of the stupid stuff that people are trying to say or whatever, because they're going to say stuff like, oh, Nicki had a deal with, Dolce and Gabbana, and they decided that they didn't like her new song, so they dropped her. Meanwhile, Nicki never even freaking talked to Dolce and Gabbana in her whole entire life. Like, they're going to spread stupid rumors like that, just trying to cause problems. Victoria, why are the Grammy winners quiet now? Well, that's because they're waiting for their ghostwriters to finish. To finish up the next song for them, that's why. Is she gonna do a freestyle? No. Well, I have no idea, Barbie's enemy. You should ask on the Minaj room on Instagram, because there's always somebody in the comments on there that knows every single thing that Nicki does that can answer that. It's not up yet for her to renew it yet, Hollow T. Gabby, I feel like she's going to as part of the promo for her next for her upcoming album, like when she's out doing, like press interviews and stuff like that. Lindy, I thought Mila was her makeup artist. No, Nicki wasn't lying. She really she really just keeps overthinking it and changing her mind. But we already answered that, Antoine, that she did. Tay Tay, we already answered that also, that they will get renewed. I feel like Irving's already on it. Nicki's very strategic. I mean, guys, I told you, she has PTSD from Queen. And so this rollout, she's going to be overthinking everything, changing her mind and changing it back, calling Irving, freaking out, you know, all of that, which you can't blame her. Oh, thank you, Domo. You're going to make me cry. I love you guys so much. Exactly, Victoria. And you know what, you guys? I don't think she's going to do that to us with this, like, next album. But I would totally not be surprised if she doesn't drop album number 6, like, Beyonce style. Just, you know, we wake up in the morning and it's like, oh, there's a Nicki album out. What the heck, you know? And there's a whole bunch of visuals or whatever. And I could see her doing that as the end to the whole era thing, you know? Exactly, Jessica. It's definitely going to be so much different because we see how just the way that things have already been so much different just for this. Oh, yeah, Young Hefe, exactly, too. That's why I keep telling people, too, like, this is an old mixtape being re-released, right? So we already answered that before Revelation. That's why I said we're not going to talk about that tonight. But this era, you know, like we haven't even seen anything. Like we've seen like what little we got for like a 12-year-old mixtape that got just, you know, finally released on streaming platforms. Imagine where they're actually putting the budget in the next era, in the next album, in the next rollout. And because of that, you know, like we're going to get a lot. That's your dream, Domo. Barbie Onika, we said this before that I feel her taking a big break from music and focusing on acting and business stuff. You know, not just like, oh, like, you know, I'm leaving for good or anything. It's just more of her feeling like acting and business is going to give her more time to be at home with the baby. See, that was the other thing, too. You know, that it was about testing the waters and seeing who's going to take the bait. And the 3 blind mice ran to go show all their cards real quick, right? Oh my God. Yeah, let the rest of the mixtape hit streaming and it's definitely going to be dead for them. Well, we're talking about Nicki, not how does other people feel about Nicki. We're talking about what Nicki's dealing with. Right, Jessica? I was just trying to think too. I'm like, ooh, what other businesses do we want Nicki to start? So I know that's what's so funny to me. Goes, we have nothing but love for her. That's why I said on Station Head, I was like, that must have been tweeted by Takeoff because we know that Off Cheat isn't allowed to acknowledge that she even exists. And we all know what happened with Quavo. Wait, what did you guys remember when Sweetie was making fun of him one time about how like people like mispronounce his name? What was she calling him? Wasn't it like Quavo or Quovo or something like that? Like, let's just mispronounce his name all the time from now on. Like, oh, look, it's Quaker Oats. I answered that earlier. I've answered that question 100 times, Antoine, anyways, but I answered that question earlier in the live already. Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's just start calling him everything except for his name. Quaker Oats, Quovo, Qualify. Well, that's good, Gabby, because Nicki is the GOAT. See, Victoria, I said that last week too, that I said despite however anybody wants to think or feel or any kind of assumptions that people had about, Kenny, you just see like Nicki feels like it's just content and being at peace. Like I've got the mansion, I've got the husband, I've got the baby. Now I'm getting all the flowers in my career. Like I'm happy for her because now she's just, she's got everything that she's worked so hard for and dreamed of. Oh my God. Look at, okay, Demi Lovato was just engaged to somebody that was a Selena Gomez stan. Jennifer Lopez was just engaged to somebody who came out with makeup for men. Did you? Okay, you guys, I know this is about Nicki, but did you guys see A-Rod's makeup line? The fact that they had that man sit down in front of his video and take pictures of himself putting foundation on his face. And it's called Hims. I'm sorry, I just laugh even thinking about it all over again. But I'm just saying, it's not like she's the only person that's been with somebody that everybody's like, I don't know about that guy. You didn't see it, Domo? Go look on the Shade Room. Right, Olo? I was like, did I not say there is something not completely straight about that man? Domo, he made a foundation and concealer stick, and it is called Hims, like Kim's, business Skims. And it's literally, he said that he made it for if you get razor burn or a blemish. Domo, then DM me. You follow me on Instagram, right? I'll post on my Instagram stories, you guys. And how the heck did you get blocked by the Shade Room? Oh, it was good, Zolansky. How was yours? All right, guys, we have 10 minutes left, so drop your last questions. You guys, I mean, when you see this picture, he's like this in the picture too. Like if the camera was right where my camera is, I'm like, he's like in a mirror and he's like literally like applying like foundation while he's looking in his vanity mirror in the ad. It's the weirdest thing. I'm like, why did you even do it like that? Like there's better ways you could have like put that picture up. That's why I was like, I want to know what the heck you did to get blocked by the Shade Room, because that's like the place on the internet that has the absolute nastiest comments. Like, I literally see people cussing little kids out their name on that, like, thing, and I'm like, how do they? And they don't block those people. Oh, wow. That's crazy, Domo, like I said, just because it's like I've literally seen people on there, like, cussing at like people's kids and stuff, and they're just like whatever, like blind to it. And so I already answered that one like the last 3 weeks in a row, Hollow T. Um, so I think the Barb should be mad at Lil Nas X. I think it's just annoying. I think it's literally just like annoying when people keep mentioning her, but at the same time, it's like just ignore him if you don't like him or agree with him. I don't know. I mean, Lil Nas X, I'm just like, I'll talk about him on Station Head. I can't hear what I really want to say. You know what, you guys? Like, I don't really, like, this is the thing. I just follow the Shade Room because, or any of the gossip blogs, really, so that way I know what the heck is going on. So that way I'm like, oh, Tristan got exposed again, so now here's the name of the latest girl that's saying he cheated with her, so when I sit down to do a video on it, I know who, or how many or whatever is the latest thing, but I don't hardly ever read comments or comments. And if I do, leave comments on any of the blogs, it's usually That's So Bold or the Neighborhood Talk. So, Adomo, all I know for right now, and like I said, when I get off of here, I'll repost it on my Instagram stories for you guys if you didn't see it or you don't want to look on the Shade Room. I'm sure he probably posted, well, Domo, he probably posted it on his own page on Instagram too. Because it is like his company, supposedly. Which I don't get either. I'm like, hello, there's like a bunch of like boy makeup YouTubers that came out with their own makeup. And so, because of that, it's like you're not doing anything that's different. It's like there's not other boys who have makeup. Oh, thank you so much, Bolt. You're so sweet. I really appreciate that. But for what I know so far, it's $17 and it's a foundation stick. And that's what they got right now. Hey, Destiny. Will Nikki do yes. I did answer that one a million times too, Antoine, but yes. I keep seeing her doing something. And no more questions, guys, because we're going to get off in a moment. But I keep seeing her doing something like one of those, like, super duper high end, like, Vogue, editorials where they have somebody, like, sitting, standing on a ladder in front of a whole bunch of books on a bookcase, and they're wearing some, like, $180,000, like, vintage couture Chanel gown from 1918 or something. But it's going to be really beautiful. Really, really different than what we're used to seeing her in, but really, really beautiful. Yep. She is Nicki Minaj. I don't really pick up anything on that hollow tea. I don't feel that being a priority either. Well, Jessica, remember which one was it? Do you guys remember Beyonce did that, like, interactive, like, cover or something, and then she had, what's her face, Blue Ivy, like, in, like, just a random picture where she was just holding her, and she was wearing these beautiful gowns with her hair and makeup all done up, but she was just, like, kind of holding Blue Ivy, like, oh, hey, look, I'm a mom. Like, I could see Nicki doing something like that, wearing this really crazy, gorgeous gown and then holding Papa Bear, in one of the pictures. You guys did a great job. And that's what I want to tell you guys, too. You guys have done a great, 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 great job in making sure that you are supporting her and in pushing everything. So great job, Barbs. Keep it up. I know. That little, oh my God, the little tuxedo is so cute. So, yes, Domo, that is stuff. You guys, like, today twice, somebody has asked me about this, and I had to expose a plan I had. But yes, I have some special kinds of lives planned for this summer. So you guys, just to let you know, this next week is my son's last week of school. So we will be able to stay on a little longer on lives. I'll be able to do some more videos. I'll be able to take more clients, thankfully, because I won't have to be so, trying to work around online learning and all of that. So we'll have some special lives coming up. And then starting on June 1st, on Tuesdays in the evening, we're going to do like a support group live session kind of thing over on Station Head where you guys can call in and get advice or talk about stuff or share your story or whatever you want to do. So that will be happening too. And then tomorrow afternoon, the girls will be with me over there so that we can do our normal Saturday afternoon show. So all the stuff that you guys kept asking me about on here that I kept saying, we have to talk about that on Station Head. We'll talk about it tomorrow on Station Head, so make sure you check it out. So, guys, I have got to run because I got to get the kid together for Dad to come get him. But I love you guys all so much. And I will see you tomorrow afternoon on Station Head. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way out. And make sure you subscribed if you didn't already. And today was also the last day by midnight. Got 4 hours left over here to use coupon code LOVE, all in caps, to get your $10 off. And yes, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern on Station Head, guys. And thank you so much, Barbs, for all your support. I love you guys all so very much. And listen, I told you this is a permanent show on this channel. So, we don't get to every question every time, but we will always have another one to try again, okay? So I'll see you guys next Friday over here as well. Bye.